Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Laura and Antonio's Virtual Jazz Club. Thank you so much for joining us out there in Facebook and YouTube land. We are so delighted to have you here. This is week number 12 that we are in the middle of, and it's officially concert number 81. 81 nights in a row we've been doing
81.
this. It's been so much fun. We'd like to extend a warm welcome to any new listeners. If there's anybody out there who's here for the first time, thanks so much for joining us. We'd like to thank all of our patrons who have been making this virtual jazz club possible for us this whole time. We really appreciate your support. If you'd like to become a patron of our virtual jazz club, you can click on the link right in the video here. If you're watching on YouTube and you don't see the link, you can click on the arrow underneath the video, and then that's where you'll find it. Or if you're not watching on a touchscreen device right now, you can simply go to lauradubin.com and then click on the music/store page. And when you're there, you'll find 3 different ways that you can make a contribution. And the first way is
Purchase our albums.
The second is
Make a one-time donation.
And the third option is
Become a monthly patron of Laura Dubin Jazz.
And if you'd like to donate but you prefer not to do it online, you can send me a Facebook message or contact me through the form on my website, and we can talk about another method.
We always respect the privacy of our donors.
Looks like I played the slideshow here already. So we're going to start off tonight with a piece by Irving Berlin, and this is called Cheek to Cheek, and it comes from a classic movie called Top Hat, which of course is a Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers movie. I always love watching their movies, and this one in particular, they do just such a wonderful dance to this song, yeah. Cheek to Cheek.
Heaven.
Exactly.
I'm in heaven.
that was called Cheek to Cheek, composed by Irving Berlin. I love that picture of him right here. It looks like he's either singing or just saying something funny. And that comes from the movie Top Hat, a Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers movie. Although, as I was telling you earlier today, I first learned that song from I Love Lucy. Just like I learned many of my now favorite jazz standards from that show. One more reason to love Lucy. So much great music there. Thank you all so much for joining us. Feel free to leave us a comment and say hello. You can let us know where you're watching from, and if you're watching for the first time, we hope that you will introduce yourself, because we will be delighted to meet you. We're going to read through the comments once, about halfway through the set, and then one more time again at the end, in case there are any comments that appear in the second half. So we hope you'll join in on the fun, because we'll say hello to you in real life if you do leave a comment. Next, we'd like to play a piece called Softly as in a Morning Sunrise. I was just looking over here to double check the composer's names. It's by Sigmund Romberg and Oscar Hammerstein, who I mostly know him from the duo of Rodgers and Hammerstein, but he actually teamed up with many other composers before he was with Richard Rodgers. So, little interesting fact. This is Softly as in a Morning Sunrise. that kind of ended softly there. That's called Softly as in A Morning Sunrise by Sigmund Romberg and Oscar Hammerstein. There are probably some new people joining us right now, or people who are just tuning in now since the start of the show. So one more time, we'd like to say thank you to all of our patrons out there who have been making this virtual jazz club a dream come true for us. We've truly appreciated your ongoing support these past 12 weeks and counting. Yeah. Can't believe it's been that long or that short. Seems like it's gone by fast. If you'd like to become a patron of our jazz club, please click on the link in the video here. And again, if you're watching on YouTube and you don't see the link, just click on the arrow underneath the video and that is where you'll find it. Or you can go to lauradubin.com on another device and then click on the music/store page. That's where that link will take you. When you get to that page, you'll find 3 different ways that you can make a contribution. The first way is
Purchase our albums.
the second is,
Make a one-time donation.
and the third option is.
Become a monthly patron of Laura Dubin Jazz.
And if you'd like to make a contribution but you prefer not to do it online, you can send me a Facebook message or email me through the contact form on my website and we can discuss another method.
We always respect the privacy of our donors.
So this next piece is another Great American Songbook tune. This is Jimmy Van Heusen. I will always associate this tune, like so many, with Frank Sinatra, probably just because his version was the first one that I heard. This is called Call Me Irresponsible.
Call me irresponsible.
That was called Call Me Irresponsible, and that was written by Jimmy Van Heusen and Sammy Kahn. And, of course, I always associate that with Frank Sinatra. I'm just going to take a quick break here at our halfway point, and just say hello to everybody who left a comment so far. I saw some popping up on my screen here, so we are excited to see who they're from. And if you're watching right now and you haven't left a comment yet, feel free to leave one now. I will either see it right now, or we'll check back again at the end of the concert. By the way, I just noticed today that our Facebook page has 700 likes now, so we are very excited about that. Yeah. Thank you to everybody who's been spreading the word about our music, and a huge welcome to all of our new friends out there. Hopefully some of our new page likes are out there watching tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very good.
Hey Donna, great to have you here.
Hey,
Thanks so
Donna.
much for joining. She says,
Thank you, Donna.
I love Cheek to Cheek.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga have a DVD with that title. That's right. I think they have an album
is that
like that.
Yeah.
By the way, I have to say I love that album, and I really applaud Lady Gaga for doing that because, from what I hear, of course I don't know her personally, but from what I heard, she actually always wanted to be a jazz singer when she was growing up.
Very nice.
But she found her footing obviously in the popular music world. But I think it was really amazing of her to do
Is the
that.
entire album
The two
together?
of them.
I thought that was a duet. So I heard that they sing something together, but I thought that was just like an album for, duets or something.
Oh, I think Tony Bennett has another album like that where he does duets
okay.
with different people.
Oh, okay. I thought that was one. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
but
I
this
think
entire
that's a different
album?
album.
Nice.
Yeah, the whole album is the two
This
of
is
them.
nice.
I think maybe they each do some individual songs on the album too. But
Very nice.
I think it's really cool that she branched out and did that. And honestly, I think she's a great jazz singer, and the two of them really just have a nice
Nice.
chemistry together.
Yay.
So thanks, Donna, for sharing that.
Thank you, Donna.
Yeah. Hey, Joni and Alicia, thanks so much for watching.
Johnny and Alicia.
Said, hope you're staying cool on this very warm day.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're trying. I got my fan going here. That's why you
Yeah.
see my hair blowing in the wind. Hey, Rosa, thanks for being here again.
Hi, Rosa. Thank you for watching.
Yeah, and she says, hi, everybody. Hi, Joni. Yeah. And thank you again to Joni and Alicia for letting your friend Rosa know about our page.
Yes,
We really
thank you
appreciate
so much
it.
for sharing. Thank you.
Joanne. Hey, Joanne.
Hey, Joanne. Thank you for watching.
She says, buenos noches from Fairport.
Buenas noches
Yeah.
from Fairport. Thank you.
Beautiful Spanish. Hola, Ma. Your mom says hello.
Hola, Ma.
Thank you so much for watching, Mary Lou and Alejandro and Ella Jr. and Deanna. Great to have you all here.
Gracias, all my family. Gracias.
Oh, this is nice. Rosa's at the top of Cobb's Hill. Oh, I haven't been there in so long. I love it there.
Cobb's Hill.
Yeah, where the big reservoir is. When you look out and you can see all of Rochester.
Oh,
We haven't been there in a long time. Haven't been venturing out in public a whole lot. I would love to go there though. Now that the weather's nice. That's really exciting that you're watching us from there.
Yes, it's nice.
Get to experience the outdoors and technology at the same time.
Great.
I see that my dad's watching. Hi, Dad. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Jan.
Oh, and I want to read this comment that my dad left on our video.
Yeah, yesterday about
yeah.
something interesting.
Actually, I think it was.
Or 2 nights
It
ago?
was 2 nights ago, and Dad, I meant to read this out loud last night because I saw this comment after we had already ended the live stream. A couple nights ago, we played a song called Always, which was by Irving Berlin. We also just played Cheek to Cheek by Irving Berlin. And my dad wrote that Always was a song that Irving Berlin actually wrote for his wife as a wedding gift, his wife Ellen Mackay. And apparently he also, as another part of the gift, gave her the royalties to the song. What a great
that
gift.
is, something good.
Yeah. And
Wow.
he also said that Legend and Groucho Marx claims that Irving Berlin wrote the song for a movie called The Coconuts, which, by the way, is one of my favorite movies ever, Marx Brothers movie. But apparently that was not really true. It's just something that Groucho Marx said.
Okay.
But yeah, I thought that was really interesting. So thanks, Dad, for sharing that with us. And we watched a documentary about Irving Berlin last year or 2 years ago, and apparently he and his wife both lived till they were like 100 years old.
Yes, they were
That was
together
amazing.
all this time.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
They were married for the majority of their lives, so
It was great.
really special. So, all right, we're going to continue with the music now, and this is song number 4 on our set list tonight. I put it there on purpose. This is a composition called 4
4.
by Miles Davis. called Four, as in number 4, by the legendary Miles Davis. So much fun to play that one. Yeah, and I think a lot of musicians have used that as kind of like an intro or kind of a motif in other tunes, kind of like as a fun reference to this one.
It's very nice because it helps you to build something.
Yeah.
You know, and then in the kind
Then
of
there's a
B
part where it,
part, you
like,
can
breathes.
go more kind of loose,
Yeah.
answering that motif. I love it.
Exactly. Little jazz musician talk over here. So I am, I guess, what you call a millennial. That's kind of my generation. And there's a very popular song of my generation by Justin Timberlake called Cry Me a River. And I found out later on in my life that actually there was a classic jazz tune of the same title, which came decades before. And I thought, oh, okay, that's nice. It was kind of nice to learn that. You know, nothing against Justin Timberlake. I never really listened to that kind of music when I was growing up, but, you know, inevitably you hear it, you know, around in the store or at a friend's house. So I'm familiar with this song, but I really love this original Cry Me a River.
Of course, we always respect every single style.
Yeah, of
music. We
course.
always,
Nothing against them.
No. Everything
Just a little reference for anybody who's like my age who might be watching. This is a different song.
It's a different one. Yes.
Yeah. Also, for those of you who are aware that I'm a big I Love Lucy fan, actually we both are. There's a little surprise in here, in the slideshow. Oh, it's off. Thank you. Oh, sorry. All right. 1, 2, 3. Me a River, and that's composed by Arthur Hamilton, not to be confused with the Justin Timberlake tune of My Generation of the same title. And I totally was not bashing that tune at all before. I think now that I think about it, I think I actually kind of like that song secretly when I was younger. But I have a soft spot in my heart, of course, for all the great American songbook tunes. So I was really excited when I discovered this version. And we were just watching I Love Lucy recently and just remembering how she cries like that. So we thought it'd be fun to include her in our little crying slideshow here. We also were thinking of Diane Keaton. I don't know if there are any Diane Keaton fans out there, but she is like the best actress with crying. She's
the best
ever.
crier ever.
Yeah, she really is. Like,
especially in
it's
that
amazing.
movie.
Something's Gotta Give.
Yes. Yeah. She cries for a lot of
very,
time
very long period.
Yeah, and she was just crying so
passionately.
Yes.
Yeah. Not that it's like funny when someone cries.
No,
of course it's not. It's just it's great acting the way that she does that. So we were thinking of her today as we were preparing this song.
Exactly.
So we've just got one tune left. If you haven't left us a comment yet, now is a great time to do so because we're going to read through them again after we play this last piece. So feel free to say hello. Again, you can let us know where you're watching from. And please introduce yourself if you are watching for the first time. We are so delighted to meet you. And one more time, just a huge thank you to all of our patrons out there who have been making this virtual jazz club possible for us. We appreciate your support so much. If you'd like to become a patron of our virtual jazz club here, please click on the link in the video. And if you're watching on YouTube and you don't see the link, just click on the arrow, and that's where you'll find it with more info under the video. You can also just go to lauradubin.com on another device and then head over to the music/store page. And when you get to that page, you'll find 3 different ways that you can make a contribution. The first way is
purchase our albums.
The second way is
make a one-time donation.
And the third option is
become a monthly patron of Laura Dubin Jazz.
And if you'd like to make a contribution but you'd rather not do it online, you can send me a Facebook message or email me through the contact form on my website, and we can discuss another method.
We always respect the privacy of our donors.
And feel free to reach out if you have any questions about maybe how the monthly subscription works, or if you have any other questions about the website or anything. We are here and happy to be in touch with you and answer any questions you might have. So we're going to finish out with a tune by Wes Montgomery, the great guitarist. And the 4th tune that we played tonight was called 4. And now this is our final tune, number 6. This is called 4 on 6. Oh, I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh, that was called 4 on 6 by Wes Montgomery. I think I might have accidentally forgotten to press play here, so
Well,
play it right now. Always something. There's a lot, a
So
lot of
many
different
things
things
to
going
remember.
through. Yeah, all the time. Actually, it's kind of perfect because we played "Call Me Irresponsible" a
no,
couple
you
tunes
are not.
ago.
Someday we will have
Just forgot.
a crew in charge of all
Exactly.
details, and we can just focus on the music.
It is. I am kind
But
of
for
proud
now,
of us for doing everything
many
ourselves.
things.
So thank you all for joining us. That's all the music for tonight. But I think there were some more comments that popped up, so I'm gonna read through them again one more time. I'll go over and check YouTube as well. If you haven't yet liked my Facebook page, we hope that you will. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel. Everything is called Laura Dubin Jazz. And if you go to the home page of my website, you can also sign up for our mailing list. That's always the first place where we announce any kind of music-related news that we have. Usually just once or twice a month, maybe 3 times if we have a lot going on, but it's certainly not like you'll get an email from us every day.
And especially in this time, because well,
Yeah.
before it was the way that we kind
everybody
of
know about our
announce
performances.
the places where we were playing.
That's
But-
true.
but
Now
in
we're
this-
always playing here.
Exactly. Now, well, we are always here.
Yeah. Although we did send a few recently because we had some different news to announce.
Yeah, like
The-
the coming album and some
Exactly.
other things like we are posting, but well, just
Yeah.
for letting the people know how that works. no?
Exactly,
That we
yeah.
always
It's not like-
announce some details about the music that we are doing or something.
Exactly, yeah. So we hope you will consider doing that. Hey, Brian. Thanks for watching. Brian Waldron.
Hey,
Great to
Brian!
have you here. We miss you.
Thank you, Brian,
Yeah.
for watching.
Thank you so much. And Greg Marshall. Hey, Greg. Thanks so much for being here tonight.
Thank you, Greg.
Says Greg and his mother-in-law of 90 years. Oh, how
Oh.
exciting.
Beautiful.
Both say hello.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's right. We met her at Native a few months ago, and we gave her West Side Story CD. Hi, Natalie. Great to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us. That was one of the last public performances we had
Yes.
before all this happened. So
Exactly.
it's kind of like really sentimental for us to remember that night now.
Exactly.
After all this lifetime feels like it's gone by.
Yeah.
By the way, on the topic of our West Side Story CDs, we are officially sold out of those now. So classical jazz is sold out, and so is West Side Story.
But
although
we encourage the people to download the digital.
Yeah, of course.
The digital version. If for some
Unlimited.
reason somebody wants to have the actual copy,
Mhm.
well, unfortunately we don't have that,
We don't have
but,
more,
but
yeah.
we can just make something for them
Yeah,
special.
of course.
If they want.
Yeah.
But,
if anybody out there would like an actual disc of our West Side Story CD. But otherwise, you can download it on the website. In fact, by clicking on the same link here, that's where you'll find all of our
Yes.
CDs. Joni says, I Love Lucy is definitely a classic, and I like Diane Keaton as well. Yay!
Yay.
She's probably one of my other favorite actresses next to, well, Lucy, of course, and Julie Andrews.
and Ethel.
Of course, Vivian Vance. Cannot forget Ethel, the unsung hero. Poor Ethel was always trying to do the right thing, and Lucy always talked her into doing something she didn't want to do. Hey, Jim, great to have you here. This is Jim Content, our
Oh,
dancer
very
friend.
nice.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, Jim. It's great to have you here. Thank you so much for watching.
Oh, he says he liked Cry Me a River. So he says doesn't sound like Timberlake kind of stuff. So that was actually a different. That was the original Cry Me a River that we just played, which is actually a Great American Songbook tune. But Justin Timberlake had a song in the 90s, or actually it was probably 2000 something, with the same title.
Exactly.
And that was the first version that I knew. But then when I got older, I discovered there was actually a jazz standard with the same title. So that was the original one that we just played. Thanks so
thank
much
you.
for watching, Jim. All right, I think that's everything for tonight. If I missed your comment, I will read through them again later just to make sure. I'll reply to any that I might have missed. But in the meantime, stay safe and stay cool. And we hope to see you back here again tomorrow night at 8:30. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.